So I haven't made a video about this quite yet, and I figured I probably should now. Um, Oregon and Washington are officially joining the Big Ten Conference in 2024. As of 2024, wow, Big Ten Conference will go from 14 teams to 18 teams. If you guys know, a little over a year ago, the Big Ten added USC and UCLA to the Big Ten starting 2024. Um, this is interesting. I think these are two really good additions. These are two big programs. Washington is supposed to be pretty good this year, and Oregon, I mean, I don't know how good they're supposed to be. They were pretty good last year, and they beat Ohio State a couple years ago, so that means something, right? Um, but yeah, I mean, really have a whole lot to say about it. I'm interested to know if they're going to change up the schedules again for 2024 now that these two teams are being added, because we did have updated schedules for when USC and UCLA were added to the Big Ten, and in 2024 Michigan's got to play USC on the road. Um, First time I think I'll ever see us play USC. I'm sure we've played them in like a bowl game. When I was like 4 years old or something, but uh, I have not in my lifetime that I can remember have we played USC. So it'll be interesting when that all happens. And we played Washington a few years ago. In 2020, I shouldn't say a few years ago. In 2021, we played Washington and beat them pretty thoroughly. Michigan, that is, I'm talking about. And Oregon, I don't think I've ever seen us play Oregon. Um, I know Ohio State played them a couple years ago, like I said, and Oregon beat them. I think the same week Ohio State played Oregon, Michigan played Washington. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. Um, really the same year, 2021. But yeah, I mean it's the Big Ten is expanding. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Um, a lot of other changes have happened. Um, along with uh, Oregon and Washington leaving the Pac-12 to come to the Big Ten. Colorado left the Pac-12 last week to go to the Big 12, and then Arizona State, and Utah also leaving um, uh, the Pac-12 as well for the Big 12. Yeah, there's a lot happening, a lot changing. And I mean, after all of this is said and done, Pac 12 is currently the Pac 4. um, they've got four teams left in their entire conference. Yet to be known if the Pac 12 will even be a conference. Um, they got to make some moves and figure something out because you can't even have a conference with four teams. You have to have, I think it's a minimum of six, I believe. Right now, they only have Stanford, Cal, um, Washington State, and Oregon State. Um, yeah, not a good group there. Not the ideal group. You lost all of your name brands, and it's just kind of I don't know. It's like it's weird that all of this is taking place in like 2024. So this year they're still going to be in the Pac-12. It's going to be very awkward. You know what I'm saying? With Arizona State, and Utah leaving, USC and UCLA leaving, Colorado leaving. It's just man. Pac-12 is falling apart and they're not really doing anything about it. The Big 12 lost Texas and Oklahoma to the SEC, and they did something about it and added these Pac-12 teams. So the Big 12 is here to stay. The Big 10 is obviously not going anywhere. The SEC is not going anywhere. The Pac-12 is probably going to have to pull from like Mountain West or something. Um, like my friend Evan Chino said, Boise State. Just like smaller schools like that, just to kind of build their conference back up. But I don't think they'll even be able, even if they were able to get back to where they were, I don't think they'd be able to recover from this unless they got like Notre Dame or something, which is not happening. Um, yeah, it's a really crappy situation for Pac-12 fans and just the Pac-12 in general. Um, Something can get fixed and they can add some new teams to the conference. As of it's just I don't know. I just feel like when the Pac-12 championship game is played at the end of the 2023 regular season, it's most likely gonna be a team that's leaving the following year, like a USC, like a Utah, like a Oregon State. All these teams are leaving. Um, I don't know. Is it gonna make it kind of awkward? I think it might. I think it might make it a little. Imagine USC wins the Pac-12 championship and then goes to the Big Ten and doesn't win a Big Ten championship for like 10 years or something, because that could happen. Um, um, man, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Pac-12, the Pac-4, and it'll be interesting to see how these teams fit into these conferences now. Um, yeah, as of 2024, the Big Ten will become the Big 18. Now we already had 14 teams when we had 12 teams. 2014 rolled around and we added Rutgers and Maryland from, I believe, the East Conference, which I don't think is a thing anymore. Um, and never heard anything from them. And we and that was like that for it's been like that for almost 10 years, and now we're adding four more teams in 2024. It's pretty crazy. Um, Maybe in 2034 we'll add Notre Dame to the Big Ten. That's the one. Like I've talked about that several times um, on this channel, and it's been a while since I talked about it because I haven't had a really had a reason to talk about it. If Notre Dame could join the Big Ten, that'd be pretty nice. That would make something really interesting. If you could have Notre Dame and maybe one other team join, I wouldn't mind having an Oregon State, join the Big Ten as well. So I think out of those four remaining teams, Oregon State's probably the most, I guess, like, desirable of the four. I don't know. None of them are really that desirable. um, Washington State, maybe. I mean, Washington's joining the Big Ten, so why not put Washington State in there as well? Who knows? Maybe both will, and we'll have 20 teams, and yeah, who knows what'll happen? Then Stanford. I was hearing about Stanford and Cal joining Big Ten as well. So who knows? We'll see what happens. A lot is happening. 2024 is going to be a crazy year, but 2023 is coming up. The 2023 season is starting really soon. I want to do this for the channel. I haven't talked about it or even talked about what I'm planning. I want to be busier than usual when it comes to making videos and content on here for the college football season. In previous years, I'll just make like a post game reaction or I whatever. I want to do as much as I can. It probably won't happen all every week. Live streams. I want to live stream um, the games that I'm reacting to, mostly Michigan games. But if I have time, I'd like to react to games all day long. Like a noon to like midnight kind of thing. Just a 12-hour stream where I'm just chilling and watching football and interacting with people who may want to watch. So I want to do that. I still want to do post game reactions. I still want to. I want to do maybe top 25 videos every week. I'll see if I'll even keep that up. Things I want to do. It's just about um, me doing it and actually not being lazy and not procrastinating and doing what I want to do. Um, the channel better and more exciting to watch and a little bit more um, active, I guess you can say. The off season, I try and make videos here and there. Usually they're just videos with my friends. But I like to make football videos every once in a while when something big happens. And even then, I don't really make a whole lot of videos. I made a video. My last video was about Jim Harbaugh's suspension for the first four games. Before that, I don't even remember what video was before that. But yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to live stream more. I want to just live stream in general. I've only ever live streamed a few times in my 5 years on YouTube. So, um, um, that's what I want to do. I know one of the big reasons I never did do live streaming was because YouTube wouldn't let you stream on mobile for a long time. Um, unless you had 1,000 subscribers and like 4,000 total views or something like that. So yeah, that was a weird, but I guess they with that, and now you're allowed to live stream. So as long as they keep that up, I'll live stream. Um, yeah. So, and clearly, since I'm nowhere near 1,000 subscribers, that's just how it's gonna have to be, I guess. So, um, pretty much all I've got to say. So, tune in for live streams. Probably still going to a game this year, a Michigan game. Last year I went to the Michigan Connecticut game. I'm thinking about possibly going to the Bowling Green game. It's a night game at home. Never seen a Michigan night game in person. Um, so that'll be pretty sweet if I could do that. I don't know for sure. Tickets have not been bought yet, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not, but hopefully. Um, that's all I got to say. Let me know what you guys think about this whole crazy situation in the comments below.